I thought I'd come on and make another tutorial for these little whimsical tags, because I need some for my Secret Santa event in work, and I've only made a couple of them and I'd like to make a lot more. So I thought you could come along and craft with me as I create these tags. So to start making the Christmas tags, and here they are, I'm going to be using some watercolour paper because it's nice and sturdy and I don't have to back it, and also I've got quite a lot of offcuts, so I'm going to be using that. And I may actually use some of this old file folder as well, because again, that's nice and sturdy and I can put the images straight onto that and it'll still look quite Christmassy with a bit of gold and things. And from the kit, from the Christmas kit by RachandBella Crafts and Journals in Time, I'm going to be using some of these cute whimsical Santa Claus, and also some of the fab backing paper to, as you can see there, just to make the backgrounds to the characters. And I just got a pile of scrappy bits that I've pulled out of my Christmas drawer, which doesn't see the light of day all year, but is certainly getting used now. So those are the Christmas bits. So the first thing we need to do is the paper. So
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
So I'm using this watercolour kit, and I will put a link to this paint set in the description box below. And literally I am just going to have some fun painting. And what I found with my watercolour kit is that the selection of greens I've got are great, and just move that over there a second. They all look green, but the reds, and I tried every single red, pretty much come out pink, which is okay for Christmas. I don't mind pink, but I would have liked them to be red. So if you have that problem, then what you can do is use acrylic paints. You don't need to use watercolours. You can water the, see this pink? You can water the acrylic paints down just as easy. Go and raid your kids' bedrooms. And pinch some of their craft supplies. Whatever you've got. So much fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry these off and come back and we'll have some more fun with paint. So my papers are fairly dryish, still a little bit damp. I don't think I could actually put them through the sewing machine or anything, but they're certainly dry enough for the next stage. And the next stage is where I make a mess playing with paper and paint. And what I'm going to do is I am going to splatter everything in the vicinity, but hopefully get some on here as well. So I'm using this splatter brush, and I'll put a link to it below, for mums, and you don't really need this. You could use a normal paintbrush, watercolour brush, acrylic brush, whatever you've got. But as I've got this, I thought, well, I might as well use it. So I'll do that white, and maybe I'll give this gold colour a go. I don't tend to use gold watercolour paints much. But I do love a bit of gold. Everybody loves a bit of gold, don't they? Oh, it's quite dark. And yeah, it's absolutely going everywhere. Oh, such fun. There's 2 types of gold in the set, so I think I'll give the second one a go as well. I'll try that. I think you have to load the brush with lots and lots of paint. Can't really tell the difference. Maybe when it dries. Try and splat it a bit more with my fingers. Oh, you can see why I don't work with glitter. We'd be living with glitter for the whole of 2023, I think, if I got the glitter out. Oh gosh, it's going everywhere. Not to worry, I think I'll go back to white on this one, because I do like white. I always, mind you, I've got a bit of silver there. Let's try this. See, I've never used this. Get a good mix. Oh, it's going everywhere. Brilliant. Ooh. I do like that. There's definitely a bit of metallic going on there. Now if I could just narrow it down to the page instead of every single thing around me. But this is what Christmas is all about, isn't it? It's just having fun. I can always clean up the paints, and yeah, I can clean up my craft pad as well. Go on, splat. Let's go to town on this. Great, I just need to dry these off again and we come on to the next stage. So whilst I'm waiting for the paper to dry, I've gone ahead and cut out some scrappy bits of ribbon and whatever material I had lying around that's vaguely Christmassy, and I've cut out the lovely images from the digital kit from the letter Z. And as you can see, what I've also done is I've put some gold, and I've got gold everywhere. Lucky I didn't start on the glitter. So I've just edged each of the images with gold, and then I've done a little bit of distress ink, walnut stain distress ink. And I've just used my craft knife, scissors, metal ruler, these scissors just to give the nice zigzag. I'm sure somebody will comment below on what the scissors are called, and a corner punch, a corner rounder for the backing. If you're not going to sew these, and you really don't have to sew them, you can glue them all down, but you will have to use, well, I probably go for Uhu, and also art glitter glue is great. It will hold the material, or you could go for my upside down there Fabri-Tac, but be careful with some of the material because it does come through. But all I'm going to do is just use a little bit of art glitter glue, and I'm just going to go around and tack these down to just enough so that I can actually put them through my sewing machine. And I won't bore you with this, but basically all I'm going to do is just put a little bead of glue there, and enough on the back there, and a bit there, just to secure it down, and when it goes through my sewing machine then it won't be wobbling everywhere. And what I've tried to do as well is just use complementary colours, where we've got, you know, a lovely red Santa Claus there. I've gone with the green backing and then put some pretty bits in red, and I've used a little bit of music paper there as well, just for a little bit of a change. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these, sew them, and come right back. So here are my clusters all glued and sewn, and I have just basically done some simple stitching around most of the whimsical characters, and the next thing I need to do is add these to the backing, which of course I'm going to be using some of my watercolour and probably some of this file folder. Now, looking at the shapes here, I think what I might do is some of these I may just do them sort of square-ish shape. I mean, these tags I've made here, they're all, these gift tags, they're all have got the tag shape. But I think I might just make some squarish ones as well, depending on the size of my cluster. Now, it's a really straightforward process. I am not going to measure. I'm just going to look and see kind of the size that I really want the tag to be. Remember, these are going to be gift tags, so I'm just sort of looking, guessing, eyeballing where I want to cut. So the other thing that's left to do on this tag is something in the back, and I think on the back I'm going to do some stenciling and try and find some Christmas stencils, or what you could do is use some stamps if you've got Christmas stamps, or you could do some doodles. I might do some doodles, see how it goes. And I may actually do a little bit of colour washing on the back as well, just to cover some of this, but you know, really I don't mind it at all. But as I'm giving these away, I'll probably do something on the back. And if I'm stuck, what I will also do is use some of the paper I've got left, and I might actually back it with that as well. So we'll see how we get on with that. The other thing left to do here, let me just find my pin for a second, put this in there because it dries and it gets gloopy. Okay, need to put the hole in, but I'm going to do that once the glue is dry. And I may do a little bit of sewing around the edge, see how it goes, or I might do a bit of sewing around there. Depends what the backing is, because obviously if I start sewing here now, then I'm going to have the sewing on the back. So we'll see about that one. And then of course I need to put some string on. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to glue all these to the backs of the card and come right back and show you what I've done. And I'm back with everything that I've done whilst the camera's been off. We've got some cards or tags that are backed with some background papers from the digital kit, and others I have used just coloured the watercolour. Had a disaster with the stamps, so I had to cover those little mishaps up. And what I haven't done is where they aren't in the tag shape, I haven't put holes in. And the reason why I haven't done that is because I'm thinking that I might go ahead and make some Christmas tags, Christmas cards I should say. So if I just choose one, that looks kind of cute, doesn't it? I could sew that. embellish it a little bit. So yeah, I might make some Christmas cards. But the idea of this tutorial and the purpose for me doing this today is that I've got some gift tags to give to my work colleagues as part of the Secret Santa, and I really do hope that they have a bit of a laugh when they see these wonderful whimsical Santa Claus, but also they are made with love. So before I finish, I wanted to give a big shout out to Kathy from Carried Crafts, who was going to buddy up with me on this Let's Get Back to Basics Christmas Challenge letter T, but unfortunately she hasn't been able to make it. So just saying hi, Kathy, and we'll chat soon. And I also wanted to mention that the Big Bumper 72-page kit is split into two and available at the moment for 50% off in Journals in Time and Bella and Rachel and Bella Crafts. I will get it out in a minute. Rachel and Bella Crafts Etsy shops. So 50% off, so grab it while you can. And I also wanted to give a massive thank you to all the wonderful crafters that have given up their time during the month of November to show us how to make so many wonderful Christmas gifts and Christmas crafts. It's just been an amazing challenge. I'm so happy to be part of it, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching the videos I've put up, and that you'll continue to have a look at who's available and what you want to follow. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the videos that you like, and the Linktree is in the description box below for you, so you'll be able to find all the links to the journalers who have contributed to this amazing A to Z collaboration. And I'll also put some links to various products that I've used in the description box as well. And all it to say is, hope you have fun, enjoy your crafting, and just let it take you to where you need to go. Bye!